I'm here to remind you, your life is about to change forever, and everything is aligning in your favor. Everything begins within you. Your imagination is not a fantasy, it is the blueprint of your reality. What you see, feel, and believe in your mind shapes the world around you. Imagine, just for a moment, the life you desire. See it vividly, feel it as real. Live in the end, because once you inhabit that inner reality, the outer world will follow. Do not wait for circumstances to change before you feel joy, peace, or victory. Assume the feeling now. Let your heart and mind dwell in the certainty that your dreams are already yours. This is the law of life. The feeling of fulfillment precedes the manifestation of form. When you live in this state, doors open, opportunities appear, and people come into your life to support your destiny. Faith is not passive, it is the creative force that shapes your future. Even when you cannot see the path clearly, trust that life itself is orchestrating the events, situations, and people in your favor. Every delay, every obstacle, every no you encounter is not rejection, it is divine redirection. Life is guiding you to a higher version of yourself, to a greater reality than you have yet imagined. Persistence is your ally. Do not be swayed by outer circumstances. The world is but a reflection of your inner state. Stay aligned with your vision, nurture it, and defend it from doubt. The more you persist in your inner reality, the faster it will manifest outside. And never underestimate gratitude. Gratitude is the amplifier of manifestation. Be grateful for what you have and for what is already on its way. The universe responds to the frequency of appreciation. The more you feel it, the more life conspires to bless you beyond measure. So embrace this moment. Know that your life is about to change forever. The winds of destiny are shifting in your favor. Your heart, mind, and soul are perfectly aligned to receive the abundance, joy, and success that have always been meant for you. The miracle is already unfolding. All you need to do is recognize it, claim it, and live as though it is already yours. Your time has come. Everything is indeed in your favor. Your imagination is the seed of every reality you will ever experience. Everything that exists first appeared as a thought, an idea, or a vision in someone's mind before it became a tangible reality. The world around you is not separate from your inner world. It is a reflection of it. Every invention, every great achievement, and every miracle you see began as a vivid picture in the mind of someone who dared to imagine it first. This is the secret. If you wish to change your life, you must first change what you see in your imagination. Do not underestimate the power of seeing your desired outcome clearly. Your mind is not just a passive observer, it is an active creator. What you consistently imagine with feeling and conviction shapes the very fabric of your life. When you hold an image in your mind as if it is real, your subconscious accepts it as a fact, and the events, circumstances, and people necessary to bring that vision into reality begin to align themselves naturally. It is not a matter of hoping or wishing. It is a matter of knowing and feeling that what you desire is already yours. The key is to live in the end. Do not focus on how your dreams will manifest or when they will arrive. Instead, immerse yourself in the experience of already having what you desire. Feel the emotions you would feel if it were real today. See yourself walking, talking, and living in that reality. Let the senses of your imagination fully embrace it, the joy, the peace, the excitement, and even the gratitude for having received it. When you practice this daily, your mind becomes a magnet, drawing experiences that correspond to the reality you have embraced internally. Many people look outward and wait for circumstances to change, thinking that the world must first shift before their life can improve. This is a misunderstanding. Change begins from within. The world outside is merely a mirror of what you hold in your consciousness. When you consistently nurture your vision with faith and feeling, life responds to the energy you emit. Opportunities appear, relationships align, and obstacles dissolve. All because your inner state has signaled to the universe what you have accepted as your reality. Do not be discouraged by temporary setbacks or delays. These are not contradictions to your vision. They are part of the process of bringing it into full manifestation. Hold steadfast to the image in your mind. Return to it often, refresh it, and allow it to saturate your thoughts and emotions. Every time you do, you reinforce the blueprint of your future, and your subconscious works tirelessly to materialize it. Your imagination is not a mere escape from reality, it is the creative power that shapes reality itself. Everything you desire is already within reach. It first exists as a living, breathing picture in your mind. Treat it as sacred. Nurture it with faith and allow it to unfold naturally. When you do, you will witness a life transformed, a reality reflecting the fullness of your inner vision and the miraculous truth that what you imagine, you truly can become. The secret to manifesting the life you desire is not in waiting for circumstances to change, but in assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Most people live in a state of longing, hoping that the world will first provide them with the conditions to feel joy, success, or abundance. But this is a reversal of the natural law. Life responds not to what you want, but to the state you occupy within yourself. The moment you feel as though your desire is already realized, you set in motion the creative forces that bring it into tangible reality. Imagine for a moment the life you have always dreamed of. See it not as a distant possibility, but as something already happening in this very instant. Feel the emotions of that life: joy, satisfaction, peace, and excitement. As if they are your present experience, let your body, mind, and heart live in the reality of your fulfilled desire. This is not wishful thinking. It is a deliberate act of creation. When you persist in this inner state, you align yourself with the energy of fulfillment, and your subconscious mind begins to attract circumstances that correspond with your feelings. It is essential to understand that feeling precedes form. Circumstances, events, and people are secondary. They follow the inner conviction that something is already yours. By dwelling in the state of having what you desire, you no longer look to the outside world for validation or evidence. Instead, the world becomes a reflection of your inner certainty. Doors that once seemed closed will begin to open. Opportunities will appear in ways that feel effortless. People and situations that align with your vision will naturally gravitate toward you. Many falter because they wait for the external world to catch up to their desires. They say, I will feel happy when I get that job, or I will feel secure when my finances improve. This is the trap of living in lack, a perpetual cycle of seeking external confirmation. The truth is that reality follows feeling, not the other way around. When you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled now, you are planting the seeds of your future. The universe recognizes this state as fact and begins to orchestrate events that make it inevitable. Persistence is crucial. The mind and heart must return continually to the feeling of fulfillment. Even when outward circumstances suggest otherwise, continue to dwell in the reality of your desire. Imagine, feel, and live as though it is done. This sustained feeling acts as a magnet, drawing everything necessary to manifest your vision. Over time, the gap between imagination and reality disappears, and what once existed only in your mind becomes the undeniable truth of your life. Assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled is not a passive exercise, it is the most powerful action you can take. It is the conscious declaration that your life is already transformed, and it is the force that accelerates your journey toward abundance, victory, and peace. When you commit fully to this practice, you will see that life responds with astonishing speed and precision. The life you desire is not somewhere in the future. It is already yours, waiting for you to claim it through the living reality of your feeling. Faith is not a passive hope or a vague wish. It is the very force through which life itself is created. It is the energy that turns imagination into reality, the unseen hand that moves the circumstances of the world to align with the inner conviction of the heart. To have faith is to act as if the desired reality is already accomplished, to hold unwavering trust that everything you need to fulfill your dreams is already being arranged, even if you cannot yet see the evidence with your physical eyes. Many people mistake faith for blind optimism or wishful thinking, but true faith is deliberate, conscious, and powerful. It is the inner knowing that life is responding to your beliefs, that the universe is not random or indifferent, but is intelligently aligning itself to reflect the state you occupy within. When you hold a thought firmly and consistently, accompanied by feeling and trust, it becomes a seed planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious. From there, it grows unseen, drawing to itself everything necessary to bring your vision into the tangible world. Faith operates independently of outward appearances. You may encounter obstacles, delays, or setbacks, yet these are not signs of failure. They are the natural processes through which the universe arranges circumstances in perfect timing. Trusting in this unseen alignment is essential. When you remain steadfast in faith, you do not waver in doubt or despair. Instead, you maintain your inner certainty, knowing that the external world is gradually catching up with your inner reality. Every challenge is temporary, every delay is purposeful, and every step of the journey is a preparation for the full manifestation of your desire. To exercise faith is to act as if your wish has already been fulfilled. Speak, think, and live in alignment with the reality you wish to see. Let your actions flow naturally from the inner conviction that success, abundance, love, or whatever you desire is already yours. This is not self-deception. It is the recognition of a universal truth. Reality responds to consciousness, and the world outside always mirrors the state within. By maintaining this alignment, you activate the creative forces that shape events, attract the right people, and open doors that once seemed impossible. Faith is also an intimate dialogue with the universe, a silent agreement that life will provide what is right for you in perfect timing. The universe is constantly moving, shifting, and responding to the vibrations you emit. When your faith is strong, unshakable, and persistent, it serves as a beacon, guiding circumstances to converge in your favor. The miracles you seek, the opportunities you dream of, and the fulfillment you desire are not distant. They are already on their way. guided by the creative power of your belief. Faith is not waiting, it is creating. It is the conscious choice to trust that life itself is conspiring in your favor, even when proof is not yet visible. It is the foundation upon which every accomplishment, every breakthrough, and every transformation is built. When you embrace this truth fully, you realize that you are not at the mercy of circumstance. You are the conscious creator of your reality, and the universe itself is your co-creator, working tirelessly to bring your dreams into being. Every challenge you face, every obstacle in your path, and every door that seems to close is not a punishment, a failure, or a sign that your dreams are out of reach. These moments are far from random. They are the universe's way of guiding you, protecting you, and redirecting you toward a path that serves your highest good. Life is intelligent, and it operates according to principles that are often hidden from our immediate understanding. What appears as difficulty is frequently the necessary preparation for the life you are meant to live, a life greater than you could have imagined without the course correction that challenges provide. Obstacles are not there to stop you, they are there to teach you, to strengthen your faith, and to align you more perfectly with your true desires. When a plan fails, when an opportunity slips away, or when circumstances seem unfavorable, it is not evidence that your vision is impossible. On the contrary, it is evidence that life is rearranging itself to bring you something even better, something more perfectly suited to your journey. Often, what we perceive as setbacks are simply redirections, signals pointing us toward a path we would have missed if everything had gone exactly as we initially wished. Delays, too, are not a denial of your dreams. Timing is an essential part of creation. The universe orchestrates events with precision, even if that precision is invisible to the human eye. Every delay ensures that the people, circumstances, and resources necessary for the fulfillment of your desires are perfectly aligned when the moment arrives. Trusting this process is essential. By embracing the understanding that challenges are part of the divine orchestration of your life, you shift from frustration and resistance to acceptance and faith. This inner shift alone opens doors that once seemed firmly closed. Closed doors are often protection in disguise. What may appear as a rejection from a job, a relationship, or a circumstance might actually be a shield, preventing you from stepping into a situation that would have delayed or limited your growth. Life is far wiser than our immediate perspective allows us to see. By trusting that every closed door is part of the process, you cultivate patience and inner peace, and you align yourself with outcomes that serve your highest vision. When you begin to view challenges in this way, you see that nothing is ever wasted. Every obstacle contains within it the seed of a lesson, an insight, or a blessing. The path to your dreams is never perfectly smooth, but each difficulty brings you closer to the version of your life that you truly desire. By embracing challenges as signs of alignment rather than resistance, you become a co-creator with life itself. You stop fighting the current and instead flow with it, allowing the universe to guide you, protect you, and bring you to your highest destiny. The next time you encounter difficulty, pause and reflect. Trust that every obstacle, delay, and closed door is not a rejection of your desires, but a necessary alignment toward the life you are meant to live. Each challenge is a compass, pointing toward your growth, your fulfillment, and the miraculous unfolding of your dreams. Success is not determined by the circumstances you see around you, the opinions of others, or the obstacles that appear to block your path. True success begins within. It is born from the inner conviction that what you desire is already yours, and it is maintained by your unwavering persistence in that state of mind. The outer world is simply a reflection of your inner reality. If you wish to change your life, you must first master your inner world, persist in your imagination, and remain faithful to the vision of what you want to see manifest. Many people falter because they allow external conditions to dictate their beliefs. They see temporary setbacks and immediately question whether their dreams are possible. But the outer world is not the measure of your reality. It is fluid, responsive, and secondary to the state you occupy within. When you cultivate a steadfast inner state, when you nurture your imagination and persist in dwelling in the reality of your fulfilled desire, the outer world has no choice but to adjust accordingly. Your external circumstances are always catching up with your inner conviction. Persistence in the inner state is a discipline of the mind and heart. It requires that you consistently return to your imagination, vividly picturing and feeling the reality you wish to experience. Even when events seem contrary to your desire, maintain the inner certainty that your goal is already achieved. This is not wishful thinking or denial of reality. It is a conscious alignment with the truth of your own creation. The truth of your own creation. Every moment you persist in this inner state strengthens the foundation upon which your outer life will be rebuilt. The power of persistence is magnified by feeling. It is not enough to merely visualize or think of your desired outcome. You must inhabit it emotionally and mentally. Feel the joy, the peace, the satisfaction, and the triumph as if they are happening now. The subconscious mind cannot distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is physically experienced. By consistently dwelling in this inner state, you are impressing upon your subconscious the reality of your desire, which in turn shapes your actions, perceptions, and ultimately the events that appear in your life. Challenges and distractions are inevitable, but persistence in the inner state allows you to remain undisturbed by them. The outer world may fluctuate, but your inner world must remain steady, immovable, and certain. By holding this inner state, you are essentially sending a constant signal to the universe, affirming that your desired reality is not negotiable. It is already accomplished. Over time, the external world will align perfectly with the internal reality you have maintained. Success is not a matter of time or circumstance. It is the mastery of your inner state. Those who persist in their imagination and inner conviction shape their lives with certainty, while those who waver allow doubt and fear to dictate outcomes. When you commit to persisting in the inner state, you become the conscious creator of your world, and every event, encounter, and opportunity will naturally reflect the reality you have chosen within. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces in the creation of your life. It is the bridge between your inner vision and the outer reality you wish to experience. When you cultivate gratitude, you are not merely acknowledging what you have. You are actively aligning yourself with the energy of abundance and inviting more of it into your life. The simple act of giving thanks opens channels through which opportunities, blessings, and miracles flow effortlessly. Gratitude is not a passive reflection. It is an active magnet, drawing everything necessary to manifest your desires with speed and precision. To truly harness gratitude, you must feel it deeply for what is already present in your life, no matter how small it may seem. Every breath, every moment of health, every act of kindness, received or given, every success and every lesson learned is a foundation upon which more blessings are built. By focusing on these gifts, you are shifting your consciousness from lack to abundance, from limitation to possibility. This shift is essential because life always mirrors the state of your mind and heart. When you dwell in appreciation, your world reflects that energy, opening doors that were previously unseen. Equally important is expressing gratitude for what is coming. Even before your desires manifest, thank life as though they are already on their way. Imagine the fulfillment of your dreams, and let your heart swell with appreciation for the inevitable arrival of these blessings. By feeling gratitude in advance, you are signaling to your subconscious mind and the creative forces of the universe that you are already in alignment with the outcome you seek. This feeling of pre-thankfulness creates a magnetic field around your desires, accelerating their manifestation and removing resistance that arises from doubt, fear, or impatience. Many people overlook gratitude because they focus solely on the absence of what they want. They notice what is missing rather than what is present. This focus reinforces scarcity and delays the arrival of desired outcomes. In contrast, when you train yourself to notice and appreciate both the seen and the unseen blessings in your life, you cultivate a state of vibrational harmony with the universe. This harmony allows life to rearrange itself around your desires with astonishing speed and accuracy. The more genuine and heartfelt your gratitude, the more powerfully it attracts positive change. Gratitude also strengthens your faith, deepens your inner peace, and clarifies your vision. It is impossible to feel truly thankful and simultaneously dwell in fear or doubt. By making gratitude a daily practice, you naturally align your emotions, thoughts, and beliefs with the reality you wish to create. Life responds to this alignment by manifesting circumstances, people, and events that match the frequency of your thankful heart. Gratitude is the accelerant of your creative power. It transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary opportunities, turns waiting into anticipation, and strengthens your connection to the infinite possibilities available to you. By feeling grateful for what you have and for what is coming, you create a momentum that propels your life toward the fulfillment of your highest desires. The more you practice it, the faster life rearranges itself to reflect the abundance, success, and joy that gratitude has already made inevitable. As we come to the close of this message, remember this: everything you have imagined, everything you have believed in, and everything you have felt as already yours is aligning perfectly in your life. Every challenge you have faced, every delay you have experienced, and every moment of doubt has been guiding you toward your highest good. Your imagination, your faith, your persistence, and your gratitude are not just ideas. They are the very forces that shape your reality. Your life is on the verge of transformation. The doors you once thought were closed are opening. The opportunities you longed for are appearing. The blessings you have imagined are already in motion, moving toward you with perfect timing. All that is left is for you to recognize it, embrace it, and live as though your life has already changed forever.